Say how you doing today? How you doing? I am your favorite rapper, the best film writer and director in St. Louis. Facts, award-winning published author, activist, journalist, actor, business owner, Lacey G. Souldier Turner. And today I want to talk to y'all about how to write a screenplay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to write movies. They want to do these big things. And they be like, how do I get started? What's the biggest step? What can I do? Me, I am an expert in this field already. I have written and directed several films, short plays, short films, working on feature films right now. I have been in numerous film festivals. So if you want to know how to get into film festivals, I can tell you that also. I have won awards from film festivals. I got the ins and outs of everything. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel because I want to keep y'all updated. I'm going to break this down, and I'm also going to be starting a class very soon to teach you every aspect of film in detail from beginning to end, so you can make your film. If you got an idea, I'm going to teach you and show you how to make a film from scratch, from the start to the finish. Tell you everything you need, the ins and outs, tell you how to pitch it, how to get your stuff into the film festivals, how to get your stuff in theaters, how to sell out theaters. I'm going to let it all be known. I'm going to tell y'all everything that you need to know about how to make film. So this first topic today though, so it's how to write a screenplay. So listen, if y'all are interested though in the future classes, make sure guys email me. I'm gonna put my email in the description. Make sure you email me and let me know that you would like to participate in this class I'm going to teach, because it's going to be very detailed. You're going to learn a lot of nuggets, man, a lot of jewels and everything. So, but today I'm going to tell y'all how to write a screenplay. So it's three important factors. So I'm going to tell you how to do this in the three simple ways. It's act one, act two, and act three. And I know I'm not saying act, not be an actor. I'm saying it's act one, act two, and act three. So it's three acts. So the first act, which is act one, in this act, you want to introduce your characters. You know what I'm saying? Their situation, and you want to start the main conflict and what or your character is going to be struggling with. So for instance, let me take a movie. I'll say, let me take Training Day. I use Training Day as an example for this. So like I said, in act one, so you're going to introduce your character. So, you know, in Training Day, they introduce Alonzo and they introduce Jay Hoyt. Yeah, I think this is his name, Hoyt. Yes. So while they introduce these characters, you got to see a little bit of their background and all this type of stuff. So the main conflict was Jay Hoyt was trying to get on the unit of Alonzo, played by Denzel Washington. So he wanted to get in his unit. So the conflict is, what can he do to get in this unit? So that is act one. You see how simple that is? And it should be like 12 to 15 pages. So you breaking it down, you putting your characters in this environment. So if you got these thoughts in your head about how you want your characters to be, you have to put them in the environment of what they're going to be. You're telling a story, you're creating this foundation. So Hoyt is trying to get in the police unit, the special unit for Alonzo. Alonzo, y'all already know, played by Denzel Washington. So remember what I said. So you introduce your characters, the situation, and you start the main conflict. And like I said, that should be like 12 to 15 pages. Okay. So act two. So act two is very important because that is everything in your film. That is like the meat and potatoes. That's the whole journey that you're about to take these people on. So act two is about the characters struggling to deal with their problems. And if it's a comedy, it's funnier if the problems get worse and worse because of their own doing. But even if it does, even if it's not a comedy, even if it's a drama, then it's still exciting for the problems to get worse and worse while they're trying to, you know, trying to solve the problems. Basically, there should be like 13 to 16 pages. It can be longer, but act two. So let me go back and use Training Day as an example for this. So, okay, we already got the conflict, what it is. He's trying to get in the unit. So now by him trying to get in the unit, it gets worse and worse because now Denzel Washington is having him, smoke. He's having him do drugs. He's having him just do all this type of stuff, drink, putting all this stuff. He getting all this liquor, this drugs is in his system. He over here making him breaking people's house. He just taking them on his journey. And as you see, Jay Hoy is getting worse and worse and worse. But they drop a nugget in there. And this is a very important thing also. So during the film, you want to put something in a film that your audience probably don't even know why you put it in there, but it's important that you did. So if you pay attention to the film, Jay Hoy gets out the car, he stops these people from, you know, beating up this girl and all that type of stuff. And, you know, he beat up these two dudes. Denzel Washington comes say, yeah, boy, you got swabbers on you, but all that, forget all that, fast forward all that. But right before Jay Hoy walks off, he picks up this wallet from the girl who was getting beat up, which is very important, which is a key piece of the story. So you always want to have something in there like that. You always want to have a key component in your story that the audience ain't even know how much of a factor this small little wallet will become in the film. But anyway, as I said, in Act 2, it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. And being in Act 2, so Denzel set him up to do all this so they can kill and rob this drug dealer, because Denzel Washington owes the Russians $1 million from beating up and I think killing another Russian or something like that. He did something like that, but he owes him $1 million for that in the film Training Day. Okay, so now that he has Hoyt, you know, they needed to make him the shooter and everything because he's a rookie. Nobody would suspect anything and all that. Okay, so now he sets Hoyt up also to get killed, but we're gonna go to the resolution now. So Act 3. Oh, let me get back to Act 2. So Act 2 should also, I think I said this, should be 13 to 16 pages. It could be longer if you want it to be. That's upon you, whatever you want to do. Okay, Act 3, the last act, which is the resolution. So in this act, the characters come together to fix a problem, or they come to understand why it happened. So we learn more about the characters. It's the more emotional scene. Should also be the shortest scene. So in the resolution, we learn about the characters. Like I said, this is where the wallet comes back into place in Training Day. If you haven't seen Training Day, get off right here now, because it's spoiler alert up in here. Everybody should have seen Training Day, though. If you watch Denzel Washington, you should have seen this movie. You should have seen all this movie. So if you ain't seen it, that's on your elephant in this mug. But anyway, let me fast forward back to where I'm saying. So the resolution. So like I said, the characters come together to fix the problem. So now the wallet comes into place because, like I said, Denzel Washington tried to get Jay Hoyt set up to get murdered and get him killed and all this type of stuff. So the Mexicans find the wallet. The wallet happens to be one of the Mexicans who's trying to take Jay Hoyt out. It turns out to be his niece wallet. Imagine if we ain't had that wallet, man. Jay Hoyt would be dead. We wouldn't even be hearing none of this type of stuff. Lonzo would still be alive. We would have got the money to the Russians and it would have been it. So him having that wallet saved his life, because he was like, hold on. The Mexican was like, where did you get this, Holmes? Where did you get this, Sese? Where did you get this wallet? He was like, I found it from a little girl. I was stopped her from being abused and all this type of stuff. Y'all already know what he said. He was like, it stopped it all. But anyway, so yes, you know what I'm saying? So that stopped it. They let Jay Hoyt go, and Hoyt was like, okay, the resolution now. I know why this happened now. All of this happened. He set me up because he had to pay these Russians off the $1 million, because the Mexicans broke the whole story down to him at the end. So the resolution. So now you, the audience, and Jay Hoyt knows why Denzel Washington Alonzo tried to have him killed. So now he's like, okay, the resolution. Now I'm going to go get this money back. I'm going to turn them into the Russians because this is not in my spirit. So I am going to do this. So if you haven't seen the movie, Jay Hoyt gets the money back. Denzel Washington gets killed. You already know the Russian, shoot him up and all that type of stuff. And look at it. That's the 3 acts of a film. That should be 8 to 10 pages. But you see how it is? 3 acts. You're introducing the characters. You're doing the conflict. You're doing the stories. All of that type of stuff. So that is the simplest way. Like I said, I'm going to start a class. I'm going to start a program so I can teach you more. That's in the simplest forms. I can get into more detail if you get signed up for this class that I'm going to be starting. I'm going to be starting it very soon. So like I said, my email will be in the description. So make sure y'all email me, tell me if you want to be a part of this program that I'm going to do. It's going to be amazing. I want to teach you from A to Z. You already know, teach you how to do everything. But that is how to write a screenplay in the simplest form, breaking it down to you in the most simplest form. And it's 3 acts: Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. So that's all I got to say. If you got any questions, don't be afraid to leave them to me in the comments. And I'm gonna, do more of these videos. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel so y'all can get notified when I, come up with these videos. I'm gonna be doing more videos. I always love giving back to the community. I love teaching, and I want to teach you how to become a successful screenwriter, a writer, a director, whatever you want to do when it comes to the films, as far as the writing and the directing aspect. I got you now. Lacey G Souldier got you now. Always. All right, man, that's my lesson for today. I'm off this piece. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, leave comments, everything. Hit the notification button. I do this for y'all. All right, I'm out of here, man. Lacey G Souldier Toner. Stay tuned. Bars.